Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
And it's Dembele. Edmilson.
It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick.
João Cancelo. Couler.
Mbappe! Pretty cagey early on from both sides.
Estevao. Estevao going face-to-face with his great rival. Couler. And it's Thuram. Estevao. James. Now Estevao. And it's Edmilson. Great vision.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Flashes it across. Flamengo keep calm in the face of danger. Now it's Messi.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through. Thuram! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Bayer Leverkusen really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
A header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bayer Leverkusen have it back and can go again. Pings it across. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And back to the goalkeeper. Sanchez sends that a long way. Bayer Leverkusen are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front. I'm sure there's a trigger to this, whether it's someone opening up the passing lanes or making a move into the box.
James. That'll be a throw-in.
James crosses. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Soma is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. He has found the way through.
That's good defending, very good defending.
Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Dembele. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Esteval shapes to shoot! And he can thump it away.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
James picks it up out wide. Oh, what has happened here? Threads one in. Flamengo do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Mbappe. And he's quick to return it. He's having a pop! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. The referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 2 then. Goulet goes short. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now.
Indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Thuram cuts out the pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. And now the breakaway. Thuram gets on his bike and on the move. That's a decent clearance. Lewandowski. He's had a shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. And that is all they have time for. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Flamengo finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second half is up and running.
Flamengo really need to bring up...
And the shot! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Substituição.
He'll fancy himself from here. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Messi! Oh, how's that for a goal? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Flamengo cut the... Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So a big moment.
Substituição em andamento.
A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
It's a promising position. Eder Militao makes the interception. Now then, the ball's come loose. That'll be a throw.
Teremos uma substituição.
Fernandez. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Goal! Flamengo! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Flamengo have their lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Getting up there! Harmlessly behind. Goulet is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the counter is on. Flamengo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nemecha. Good purposeful running this. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, super find. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? No foul, says the referee. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Shot a goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that was very necessary. Thuram.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nemecha, he's found a way through. Chips it through. Bullish header! Dembele gets flagged offside. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Plays it through, where it came from. And the finish! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Eder Militao. There's a sharp little ball here. Good ball, good take. That'll be a corner.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Bayer Leverkusen have their third corner.
Camisa 19. Fechando
And it's a
o
poor
campo para
one.
a entrada de
Well, what a waste that one is.
Camisa 22.
Thuram clears. Damian proves too strong. Dembele. Look at the shoots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Very much into the last knockings. Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. He's cut it out.
Flamengo nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Foram indicados 6
Great
minutos de
defending, strong and
acréscimo.
determined. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Ambitious ball here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Played out to the left flank. You can run onto that. Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Flamengo can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Kalulu. And the pass is intercepted. And the referee brings it to a close. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Messi voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, peguem seus bilhetes. É hora de anunciar os números do sorteio de hoje.